In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to use Google's NotebookLM like a pro, even if you've never ever used it before. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how Google NotebookLM can help you turn PDFs, audios, websites, YouTube videos, and more into a super well organized research assistant. You can summarize your content, you can get answers to your questions based on your sources, you can produce a podcast based on your sources, or how about taking your LinkedIn profile, feeding it into NotebookLM, and then listening to a podcast of people discussing your CV while you're driving. That is all more than possible with Google NotebookLM, so let's dive right in. To get access to NotebookLM, go to this URL, or I'm going to also drop the link in the description below. From this screen, you should be able to create a new notebook. So let's click here. You're going to get this prompt to add your sources. You don't have to do this right away. Let's just click the cross and get an overview first. So this is your dashboard, and first of all, we can give the name to your new notebook. And let's say our project is going to be researching or getting ready for a trip to Amsterdam with kids. So let's give that a name. The way that the interface is laid out, that on the left-hand side, you're going to have all of your sources. We're going to add some in just a second. Under Add Sources, this is where you can upload your files. You can provide all the different links for NotebookLM to explore and to give the answers to your questions. Then in the center part, we've got the chat. So this is where we're going to be typing in our questions and queries. And on the right-hand side is a studio, which we will explore a bit later in the video. This is where we can direct NotebookLM to particular functions, such as generating an audio overview, creating a slide deck, an infographic, etc. In this initial simple project, I just want to show you how to add sources. So since this is a trip to Amsterdam with kids, let's add a few sources. All right, so let's add a couple of YouTube videos. I can just grab links to any of these videos. I've done my search for what to do in Amsterdam with kids on YouTube. So we can now grab a few of these. So let's just go and click share to get the link, copy this link, and then add it as a source. Let's go down to these websites and paste this link. Then let's get a couple of the other ones. So let's grab this one, copy, and let's add one more. Let's get this one and share and copy. So since we can insert any kinds of links here, let's also add a couple of website sources. So I'm just going to open these couple of websites and get their links. Okay, so top 10 things to do in Amsterdam with kids. This looks pretty good. So let's just add that in, and then also add this one in, top 22 things to do in Amsterdam with kids. This looks like a nice articles, 22 things. Okay, so let's grab that. And here we've now got our 5 sources. So let's go ahead and insert them. In the same way, you can also add other sources. So for example, if you have some files that you would like to upload, you can do that through here. If you have some text that you can copy and paste from somewhere, you can do that through this interface as well. And you can even search for sources from right inside this interface. So I can just type in here what to do in Amsterdam with kids. And then I can say, look for web results, and either go with deep research or fast research and click enter. And it's going to give me some suggestions for the sources that I can use. So if you like any of these suggestions that it has made, you can use them, or we can just click and delete all of these sources. I'm just going to stick to my 5 sources for now. Since a lot of you are probably going to be using NotebookLM for things like study or analysis of business documentation, you might end up with a lot of sources. They can be 20, 30, 40 or more sources. And there is a function to actually label and group the sources. So if you click this icon here, auto label sources by topic, it's actually going to automatically group everything. So for me, it's grouped everything into family travel. However, if you want to undo or relabel sources, you can do this. I can click on this icon and I can say add a new label. So here I can do things manually essentially, and I'm just going to click more options, rename. And let's say I want to have a category for videos and a category for websites. I can do that from here. And I can now reorganize my sources. So here I can just click these 3 dots and say move to videos and remove from websites. And let's just do the same thing here. All right, so now I've got my website links and my videos all organized. All right, so the very first basic thing that we can do with NotebookLM is to ask questions. And I can ask it, what are the best museums that we can visit? And since we've got all of our sources selected, all of these sources will be considered as part of creating the answer. And we've got our answer here. So all the museums are now listed over here. And you will notice that there is something here that is a number. Now this number is a citation. So basically this is a reference. And this is something that I really love about NotebookLM. It will actually tell you where the source of this information came from. This way you can avoid hallucinations or uncertainty whether what you are getting is actually correct or not, and you can see exactly where this information comes from. So you can mouse over and then say view source, and it will highlight where the source is from. So it came from this information here in this video. Let's say we ask it another question. What are free activities? And we get the answer, and we think that we want to save this. You can very easily save it to a note. So just click that and it will automatically generate a note for you. Having your notes here on the right hand side is a great way to get the most important information and sort of store it as bookmarks. And of course, if you want to make your own custom note, you can also do that. So just click this add note over here and you can generate your own note. So a lot of you could be wondering, how is NotebookLM actually different to ChatGPT? Well, NotebookLM is very focused on the sources that you feed into it. So for something like study or research project or any business meetings, NotebookLM is actually brilliant because it's not going to go and start searching the internet or searching any information that it's got stored. NotebookLM will stick strictly to the sources that you define for it. So for me, this is the biggest difference and what makes it unique and different from ChatGPT. Now let's take a look at how to create a mind map. So let's just go over here, click on the mind map, and we've got our automatically generated mind map. Let's have a look at it. And as you can see, it now has got this category Amsterdam with kids, and we can now explore each of these further. So within museums, what do I have? This is all of our museums. Okay, within parks and nature, what do I have? This is all of our parks and nature suggestions. So it has actually done a really good job in highlighting and organizing all of the information automatically. Now, of course, if we wanted to, we can create a custom mind map. So we can click mind map over here and we can specify exactly what we would like to include in our mind map. If it's just the museums, then you can specify that in the prompt. As you can imagine, having a mind map like this is actually brilliant to prepare for presentations or maybe for schoolwork or for some work-related activities that you need to prepare. Now let's take a look at how to create podcasts and how to work with audio. So in a similar way, we can click this arrow and this will open up all the different options. Now we've got a few different formats to work with. We can either go for a deep dive or a brief or a critique or a debate. And we can also work with the length of this podcast of the generated audio. And we can say something like, okay, what should we do on day 1 in Amsterdam? I want a deep dive. I want the default length from all of the sources. And then you just go ahead and click generate. All right, and here we go. We've got our audio file. All right, so let's listen to a bit of it.
Imagine handing a 6-year-old like a real steel hammer and a handful of nails in a public park, turning your back and just walking away. I mean, in most cities, that is a massive liability lawsuit just waiting to happen.
No, absolutely. It's a lawyer's worst nightmare.
Right. But in Amsterdam, that's literally just a Tuesday afternoon. So
you can hear the discussion happening between the two hosts. And honestly, I've listened to so many of the podcasts that got generated by NotebookLM, and they're brilliant. You can listen to them in the car. You can listen to them while cooking or doing something. And it's just a really interactive way. It reacts differently with your brain in terms of how your brain absorbs this information. So I highly encourage and recommend, if you haven't done one yet, just do this with some information that interests you and you'll be surprised how cool it is. One of the new features that I love is creating an infographic. You can just, with one click, create a super cool looking visual asset. For example, if we just click infographic here, look what it has created. I'm just going to open this up. Okay, and guys, this is all automatic. I didn't even prompt anything, okay? This is what NotebookLM actually thinks is a good infographic for Amsterdam Family Adventure Travel Guide. So in one source, we've got here Amsterdam with Kids, the Ultimate Family Adventure Guide. And then we've got the different graphics here. Okay, we've got the parks, we've got the actual Nemo Science Museum in the same shape that the museum really is in. It has all the ships, all the activity here. Look how detailed this is. I mean, this is pretty insane. And of course, if we're prompted, so we can go infographic and then click this arrow, we can tell it exactly what we want. So we can say that we just want the infographic about the parks, or the infographic about the museums, or free things to do. And you can imagine how useful this would be if, for example, you are studying or if you're preparing for a work presentation. You can customize and create an amazing infographic for your task. One of the other new features is flashcards. So if we look at flashcards, we can just create with one click, or we can click and give instructions. So this would be extremely useful if you are studying some new information, you're studying for an exam, or maybe you're studying a foreign language. There are really unlimited uses for this, but you can customize it with the number of cards, level of difficulty, and the sources that you want to use. Give any specific instructions, click generate, and the flashcards that got automatically generated are here. So this is the first one: which Amsterdam museum is located in a striking green ship-like building? And then if you want to see the answer, you just click here, see answer, Nemo Science Museum. And so like that, it can ask you anything that you want. You can probably think of a lot of uses for this. Okay, what type of topping distinguishes a Dutch apple pie from an American one? So from the point of view of learning new information, this is brilliant. It's created all of these things and you can see the answer for each one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this NotebookLM tutorial. And if you want to learn how I turned my AI knowledge into an income stream, you can check out the links in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.